Hey guys, this is Mr. Waltz. I'm going to show you how to do the atmosphere assignment. So it's got two parts, part one and part two. So part one is basically using a calculator and paper to solve some problems about the atmosphere. So you're going to want to get out a piece of paper, get out a calculator, get out a pencil, solve these three problems, and scan your paper, add it to the assignment. All right. Um, so there's three scenarios: F-35 at 1,026 kilometers per hour at 8,350 meters. They want to know the air temperature. F-22 Raptor, 9,874 meters and 1,567 kilometers per hour. Has a failure in an optical piece of equipment, and they want to know the air pressure. And then a helicopter is trying to insert some soldiers, and that means that they land like on the side of a mountain or something at 5,000 meters, and they need to know the air density. And the reason is helicopters are really sensitive to air density. So anytime they're going to do a high altitude mission in a helicopter, they're going to spend a lot of time making sure they know what's going on. Okay, so three problems there. And I worked an example in class. So if you go down here, it says atmosphere example problem. So I just said, if height is 6,000 meters, find temperature, pressure, and density. And so this is how your solutions should look. You want to show your known value, so height. You want to show your equation. You want to show the substitutions where you plug in the numbers, and then you want to show your final answer with units and circle it. And what I did here, my input here, 6,000, has four significant figures. So all my answers I used four sig figs, 4 digits, basically excluding a leading zero. So that shows you how to do the problems. So the problems you have to do here are just really the same problem. You'll notice they give you the speed, and you probably figured out that the speed is irrelevant. Also, the equations, they're in this PowerPoint, but the way they wrote them, they had all the units in them, and it made it hard to see what they look like. So I rewrote them in a PDF, and so it's here for you. So there are the equations. You can see they don't look quite as nasty as they do in the original. Okay, so there's your equations you're going to use. Great. Okay, cool. So first part of your job, do the problems on paper. Second part of your job, I'm going to show you the pro way, and we're going to use the pro way to check our example and to check our problem solutions. So I created this thing called Atmosphere Spreadsheet, and it's designed for you to be able to create formulas to solve these problems. And you really want to know how to do it both ways. If you're in college and you take a test in this subject, you'll have to do it with a calculator. But if you're a real working engineer or you're working on a project in college, you'll probably want to use Excel or Google Sheets. So here's the sheet, Atmosphere Spreadsheet. I'm going to make a copy because I don't want to screw up the original. You don't have to make a copy. It should automatically generate your own personal copy. All right. So I'm going to do the example problem, and you may recall the example problem had an altitude of 6,000 meters. So I'm going to put 6,000 in here, hit enter. And then all I need to do is on these other ones here, I need to type in the formula. You can see the formula is right there. So I'm just going to type this in. So equals 15.04 minus 0.00649. Star means times, and then I want to use the height. So the equation, I can't get back there right now, but the equation uses the height 6,000. So if you look at that, the cell address of that is B column, row 1 is the height. So B1 is what I type in the formula. Did I screw this up? No, I'm good. I clicked on it and I can type. Then I hit enter. Boom. It spits out my temperature. So I want to check my work. Let's make sure we got it right. Where is that equation? Equations back here. Oh, that's not the right thing. Boo. Here it is. The example problem, excuse me, minus 23.90. And that's what I got in here. There it is, 23.90. Okay, cool, great. So then we're going to do the next one. So the next one is equals 101.29 star, 2 left parentheses, because we have a parenthesis inside a parenthesis. And then what it wants to use here is the temperature. The temperature is in cell B2, so we type B2 plus 273.1. Right parenthesis, slash 288.08, right parenthesis. This character here, this is called a caret, C-A-R-E-T. It means take it to a power, okay? I got the power. So you want to use the caret. It's the 6 key. You hold shift and hit the 6 key, and it's a strange power, 5.256. And then you can hit enter, and you got 47.27. And then we'll go back and check our example. There it is, 47.27. So we know that we're on track. And the last one to do is the density down here. Now it wants to autofill. I don't trust it. So what I'm going to do is type in equals, and then I'm just going to type in this formula here, B3. So B3 is the pressure. And these, by the way, these formulas, I'm just following the formulas on the formula sheet that I showed you. B3 slash, left parenthesis, 0.2869 star, which means time, left parenthesis, B2. So B2 is the temperature. So we're using both the pressure and the temperature to calculate the density. So anyways, B2 plus 273.1, and then two right parentheses. And then I hit enter, and you can see I get 0.6612. All right. So that's wonderful. And we'll check this, go back here, 0.6612, looking good. So this is good. So now I know that this works. Okay. So your job now is to use this to check your problems. Okay. So what I'm going to do is copy this stuff. I'm going to copy. I just clicked up here and dragged. I'm just going to copy this block of cells. So I just click and select those. I'm going to hit Control C for copy. I'm going to go down here to row 7 and then paste. Okay. Control V. And then I'm going to put up here, I'm going to put in this column above, or row above, I'm going to put problem 1. And then what I'm going to do is look at the problem. Close that. Where is it? I closed the window. Oh, I closed the tab. My bad. So we're going to go back and look at problem 1. And I don't remember the numbers because I'm doing a lot of problems. Where are the problems? There it is. Okay, F-35, it's 8,350 meters. Okay, so that's our F-35. So you can go in here, you can put 8,350, and then you get temperature, pressure, and density. I believe on that one, I asked you for temperature, so you can verify that your temperature was correct when you solve the problem. And then I'm just going to copy it again. I'm going to copy this stuff again, go down here to 12, paste it, double click here. This is problem 2. I'll put in the altitude for problem 2, which is 9874 meters. So I just go here, 9874. This one is asking for the pressure. You can see the pressure there. And then the last one, altitude is 5,000 meters. And so I'm just copying this, okay? So Control C, go to 18, Control V for paste, change this to problem 3, and then 5,000. And so this is a really fast way to do these problems. I wanted you to do it by hand because, like I said, in college, you'll probably have to do this kind of problem with a calculator on a test. But if you're going to do a lot of these problems, the best thing to do, if you have a programmable calculator, that's great. But if you don't, if you're on a computer, just use Google Sheets or Excel, and you can do massive amounts of calculation, really easily, literally just copy and pasting. Okay. So once you're done this sheet, go back to your atmosphere assignment, and you should have added your scanned paper with your problems on it, and then also you want to it should add the document or the sheet. You should have a little thing in the top right. Once you've got all that in there, hit turn in, and you're done. Good luck. Have fun. Bye bye.